So Verizon recently had to agree to a $100 million settlement, and I'll talk about how this affects enterprise accounts. So what happened is the $100 million settlement was because in Verizon Wireless, they were signing up consumers and saying, hey, you're going to pay a fixed price for your service. But then they added in an extra administrative charge and didn't disclose that there were going to be additional fees, which were not, in fact, true taxes, which had to be paid. So this was considered to be fraudulent, maybe isn't the right word, but they weren't disclosing exactly what the costs were going to be. So Verizon ended up having to settle for $100 million. And I see this kind of thing all the time in enterprise bills, both on the wireless side and on the landline side, where there are additional administrative surcharges, and they're basically trying to push through additional costs which they feel they have to incur because of government regulations, but they aren't actually taxes or things that the government says you have to pass through, and these things are actually all negotiable, and a lot of people don't realize that. So this can add up. In the case of the consumers, it's probably tacked on about 10% of a lot of people's bills, maybe more. And this can really add up as well for a WAN bill or voice services or for wireless services. You can also get a copy of my contract guide. If you can't find it online, reach out to me on LinkedIn and I'll send you a copy. And it's definitely one of those things to look out for when you're negotiating your contracts, and to know that you can negotiate these things. And it turned out Verizon felt they were able to continue this business practice. They just had to properly disclose that they were doing it. So it wasn't illegal per se, but it's a good thing to keep an eye out for, that the price that you're quoted is not always going to be the final price. So you always want to get all the extra taxes and surcharges in writing before you sign that big contract. Hope this helps. I'm Anders Mikkelsen with Berlin Pacific, and you can find me on LinkedIn, and look forward to your comments and questions.